What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Feathered Leo Tarot, where it's Leo here all the time. It doesn't matter where it's at in your chart. If you have, or if you're a cross watcher, thank you so much for your support. You're liking, sharing, subscribing, and joining during the lives. If you're here during the live, let's warm it up. Thumbs up. Click the live chat button down below and come over here into chat wherever it pops up on your device and say hello. Let's do this, Leos. Let's talk about it. Let's do a love reading. You never know what you're going to get here. Whew. My messages tend to be heavy, so just prepare. If you don't feel like it's yours, click out of it. It's easy. Just don't even watch it. You may or may not resonate, and that is okay. Let's jump into the reading screen. Let's get ready to rumble. I'm in the mood today. All right. What's up, Lioness? How you doing, baby? Warm it up. Warm it up. What are we dealing with today, Fred? What are we dealing with today? Okay, let's talk about. Let's get some messages in regards to the situation we're going to be talking about today. Ooh, unbreakable love. Hello. Unbreakable love. This person has a genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. Come on. Zoom it in. Fred, zoom it in. Don't know why my tattoo usually works, but it's not working today. Come on. You got it. Grab it. Grab it. Yeah. There we go. There we go. All right. Unbreakable love. Well, that wasn't focusing very well. Crank up the volume on the light. There we go. All right, here we go. Unbreakable love. I don't know if I want to pull any more cards. Do you? I don't know. New love. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. We can do this. New love. Whew. A new chapter begins, whether it is with a new partner or in a current relationship. Do we need any more cards? Who is calling me? Ooh, okay. Deception. Someone is wearing a mask in this relationship. Okay, so there may be some issues that they're going on here. Maybe somebody hadn't told you how they feel. Let's talk about it. Okay. Reading's over. Unbreakable new love, right? Or a renewal of love. Let's talk about it, Fred. Let's give Leo's a good reading today. A great reading today. Valentine's Day's coming up. Everybody focused on all the love. All the love. Let's do this thing. My hair is all crazy. Y'all, it is what it is. Hey, everybody in the shadows. Just give me a thumbs up. Let's talk about this. Oh, okay. So, whew. We're going to have to go deeper on this. Unbreakable love. Now we do have wish fulfillment here, but we have that your heart's not in it. That there's no growth. Maybe there hasn't been any kind of connection formed yet. Maybe this is coming in. You're doing good on your own. We'll dive on it. Don't worry about it. We'll dive on it. We go forensic deep here. We go into the forensics of some relationships on this channel. On all my channels, actually. If you want to know what channels I have, links are in the description. Oh, okay. Well, you're ready for love, and you're going to have some options coming in here soon, and you're going to be making a decision. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. You might be turning some people downs, but you're going to have some options coming in here very soon if you haven't gotten them already. Ooh, something. Oh, boy. You are ready for a new beginning. Let me tell you. Some of y'all have been on a very long spiritual awakening. Some of y'all have been on a clean sweep, just sweep. Let's just say on the floor of relationships, on the factory of relationships, you have been sweeping out the floor. You have been cleaning out the garbage, doing some maintenance for a while now. Possibly since Scorpio season last year. And could have been a Scorpio you were dealing with. Doesn't have to be, but main sweep started in Scorpio season. And that makes so much sense because that's what November. And the energy from the universe right now in the astrology is push it out, purge it, get rid of it. If it don't fit, don't work, ain't supportive, ain't supporting you, ain't working, ain't collaborating, ain't team working, ain't giving you the love you deserve, is out. Is out of here. And I believe a lot of you have been doing this, preparing for a new relationship, a new journey, a new adventure in love for the last several months, possibly up to 8. Yeah, that's right. I believe that's what the deception was. Ooh, some of y'all could have been dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. A lot of stress. Ooh. Aries, Leo, Sag energy came through again. In reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Somebody that was controlling. This is not for everybody, but I just got something. Somebody just like, hey, sexist pig, male or female. Somebody who was friggin' argumentative. Could have been abusive. Oh, that's not going to be all of you, but you talk, and then some of you, it could have been somebody that was just bitter and resentful all the time. Like they're a very hateful or resentful person. I wouldn't want to be around that kind of person. Most of you, it was overly controlling. Just it's like there's no give. Some of you, it was sex only. They used you, manipulated you some way. Y'all know how it goes. Getting it out the way. Queen. Clean sweeping it out the door. Let's dive on this. I'm ready. All right. So, let's talk about this King of Cups right here. And we'll kind of go backwards through this. King of Cups for Leos. For new love, unbreakable love, baby. New or renewal. We got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Cancer energy. Okay, you have been mastering your emotions. What's up? Colleen's here. Hey, baby, how you doing? And Redbeard's here. Hello, my therapist. You are allowed to say hello. You're always welcome here. We're not worthy. This is you addressing some shadow work. Cleaning out the cobwebs, I'm telling you. Cleaning out and sweeping it clean. Getting rid of things and people that just don't deserve your energy. Congratulations. I ain't saying it was easy. It ain't never easy when you're doing that kind of work. Reflective work. Deep healing work. Counseling, therapy. Whew. It ain't always easy. Y'all. It ain't easy being cheesy. But that's what I do for a living. So you love it. You're here for the entertainment. There you go. But this is you mastering your emotions. This is you addressing the things that have the boogeymans. When it comes to love and relationships, you've been addressing your shadows. You've been really working on yourself, mastering and maintaining balance, loving yourself, learning what self-love is, and having to make those difficult choices when it comes to love that say, You stay or you go. You stay or you go. Simply put, some of you, this deception card was you were dealing with somebody who was secretive, malicious, whatever. We've already went through that. We don't have to go back through that again. But you made the choice and this Five of Wands is next to this. You made the decision to clean sweep, to clean up the cobwebs, to really address your shadows, to go within, to take your time, to do your healing, and to address these things that you've, maybe it was fears, but shadow work, whatever it was you were dealing with, is never easy. It can be a battle. It can be a battle. Sometimes we lie to ourselves too. You know, we gaslight ourselves. We're our own worst enemy most of the time, right? But this is you in 9 cups. Loving yourself, loving your life, doing things for yourself, and really getting yourself to a place where your heart is strong. It's reaching out to me, and it's reaching out and attracting somebody else. That somebody else will be on your level because you're addressing the shadows and the ish that didn't work out, and you're calling in an unbreakable love. Your love is unbreakable. Your love for yourself is definitely unbreakable. You're going to fight for yourself in love. When it comes to love from now on, you're not going to deal with the same shit you dealt with before. No, you're not. No, you're not. Nope. So you're like, hey, look, I may not be in a relationship yet. I may not be living with that partner yet. I may not be married yet. But dang it all, I will see the truth in all situations coming towards me because I am not hiding under any illusions. I'm not going to allow anyone to be I will see through the masks. If anyone approaches me now because of what I've gone through, I'll fight for love. And it's not for someone else's love. It's your own love. You know how proud of you I am. Oh boy, I'm so proud. I am so proud because this is a major decision. This was a major lesson of discernment. Being able to see through the BS that people approach you with. This is like, hey, if the moon is out, you got the spotlight. You're like, okay, the moon is great, but there's still some stuff hiding in underneath the trees and the bushes. Taking a spotlight and just be like, nope, not addressing it, not dealing with it. You know, cleaning it out. In that factory of love and relationships, you're looking underneath every table, every chair, behind every box. You're leaving no place unturned. You're addressing all corners, top to bottom corners. You're dealing with it. And it's not easy. It can be a battle. Love can be a battlefield if you want it to be. But most of you have really learned that love doesn't have to be a battlefield because you now can see through illusions. You can see through deception. You can discern it. You can tell when somebody's lying to you. You know how to pick people apart. You know how to ask the right questions. And you're like, you know what? If there is any suspicion in relationship, I will address it accordingly. Right there, right then. I won't hide it. I won't push it down. I won't repress it, suppress it, or otherwise. I am an amazing person. I deserve love. I'm going to get it. May not have it yet, but I'm going to get it. And when it comes to dating, I'm going to see it. I'm going to ask questions. And I'm going to be proud. It's like you're going to be proud. You just said something to me. I'm proud of the lessons I've learned. That takes a lot of courage to stand up and say, I've been through a lot of I've been lied to, but I allowed it. and I no longer have to allow it any longer. I don't have to deal with the same stuff I've dealt with before. Woo, 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 woo. Unbreakable love is your own because you've mastered self-love. You're in the process of it. You sure are. That might be new for some of you, but you're still doing the work. So, let's talk about this. 9 cups on here twice. Oh, we got Chariot for Chariot here. But your Chariot isn't ready to run just yet because you're still working through these shadows and this work over here. So you're not ready for a relationship just yet. Just yet, energetically, you're saying, not just yet. I'm still working through some stuff. You have somebody here that is ready to run to you. Now, you're saying that you're being a little defensive here because of what's happened to you in the past. More than likely, you're kind of coming off as a little bit aggressive. You know, butting of heads, maybe a little defensive, a little guarded, but coming from where you've been, you're still working through some of this shadow work, some of this deeper stuff. Like you're seeing things clearly, you're seeing relationships clearly, and it's just in the astrology. You're starting to see relationships for what they truly are, and you're clean sweeping that shit right on out. That if it ain't working, it's gone. If it's not giving you back something to build upon for years to come, bye-bye. Some of you, it might even be employment. Some of you, it might even be employment, like you're changing your job. If it's not something that fits for you long term, you're like, nah, I got to find something else. A lot of stuff is changing over the next several months. This year, at least the beginning of this year, is about purging to prepare for long-term stability in all areas of our lives. I'm not an astrologist. But I know enough to know that that's the case, okay? So you're kind of a little defensive here. You're overly protecting yourself, all right? But you're not stressing anything. You're just your own champion right now. Off with your head, kicking ass and taking names, whatever. It's action, but so if you automatically presume somebody's up to no good, you're going to take action on it. You know what I mean? So I see that you're just still a little guarded, a little overly guarded, to be honest with you, because to be honest with you, the feeling that I'm getting from these cards, for some reason, I feel like I'm just sitting and chilling with you in your kitchen while you're cooking, or you're making breakfast, or you're preparing, lunch for work. It's like we're just chilling, we're just chatting over coffee or over tea or something like that. Eating some bickies, some coffee. I don't know why, but it's like very cozy kind of atmosphere. Maybe you're in some like fuzzy bunny slippers or some shit, or whatever, or your PJs, whatever. That's just images that I got. The images that I got. You never know what you're going to get here. The feeling that I got coming off these cards is you haven't had great boundaries when it came to love. You were easily manipulated. You were hoodwinked, bamboozled, lied to, deceived, because you didn't have strong boundaries. It's okay. It's all right. You do now. Or you're learning how to put those boundaries in place. So the best way your energy knows how to is to come across verbally and to take action that's best for you. Okay? You're learning how to implement this King of Cups, King of Swords energy, male or female. You're mastering these components of yourself: discernment and emotional love, balanced love for yourself and for others. I know you know how to love other people, but learning how to love ourselves and then not allow shit to happen to us is most important. So it's that lesson that you're learning right now over the next couple months. So it's all because you haven't had great boundaries when it came to love. You weren't able to. You may have fantasized or romanticized relationships into place. You may have held on to relationships that caused a lot of tension because you wanted that big love, but those people were not on your level. You know, they may have been those Kings of Wands reversed and things like that, where or the people that were my way or the highway. There's no getting through to me. There's no emotional fulfillment there at all. And that's what you're about now moving forward. So you're learning how to implement new boundaries and to stand your boundaries, like to really guard and protect yourself with the new energies that you're learning how to incorporate in your life. So you may have somebody coming in that wants to talk to you and you're like, back. You may come across as very aggressive or a little too aggressive. Not that you're chasing anybody. It's just like you're like, whoa, you need to back up. How about take 10 steps back? Don't get in my bubble. I need to vet you first. There's some questions I need to ask. And if I even think that you're lying to me, if I feel it, you're gone. So you're not coming across as very lovey-dovey. But there's somebody coming in here that they got a big heart space. They got a big, bold heart space, and they are ready to challenge you. Not in a bad way, but they're ready to challenge your heart space. It's like, get back. Stay back. Safe, comfortable distance. Let's talk. But this is a chariot for a chariot. They have a chariot, you have a chariot, but yours is like, full stop. I ain't going nowhere. We need to talk. And I will assess you before I decide to feel anything for you. You would do that. That's funny. That's what we do when we've been hurt. And we're learning how to love ourselves and respect ourselves and to honor ourselves first. And this I'm at this week. So for the last several days, I've been, this makes so much sense. I've had workshops before about how to honor your feelings. Now I am actually building the e-course for everybody to get. And, based off the workshops that I've done prior, I'm building this e-course to help you honor your feelings in past relationships, in current relationships, and in relationship with yourself, with your job, with your money, with anything a relationship is. And it's funny that this is coming across while I'm building this course, because I want you to cultivate that. It's honor your feelings, cultivating your emotional awareness, cultivating emotional awareness. So I'm teaching you what emotions are, what are they for, why are they here, and how to address them. So you may be a very loving individual, but you may have been a giver to all people and all things in your life, and you may not have gotten the return of investment emotionally from people. So you may have fantasized or created some you romanticized it. You created this wonderful, amazing love life with somebody that wasn't there. That may have been the illusions of your past relationships. You wanted it to be that way, but it wasn't. So that's why the King of Swords is out here saying, we can still love, but we got to see the truth in a situation so that we don't get bashed against the rocks or the cliffs of love. Okay? Because you can have these fantasies and you can fantasize, romanticize relationships and make it some amazing thing, when in reality, it is nothing but 5 wands. Okay? So you're wanting a true love partner, a lover's pair, where you both spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally dance together. Okay. Where you just have this natural flow of communication between you on all levels. Well, you romanticize it and fantasize it into that, but in reality, it is 5 wands, which is fighting, conflict, tension, butting of heads. You're definitely not on the same team. You're definitely not fighting for the same fight. You're not fighting the same fight. You have difference of opinions. Somebody may not feel the same way. Somebody may not, want to emote the same way. Somebody may not even want to deal with that at all. So it's learning how to see that your emotions do matter, because we can sometimes fantasize and romanticize ourselves into a relationship and hold on to a relationship no matter how tense, no matter how much difficulty there is in the relationship. Hold on to it tight because I love this person and I've got this fantasy. Yeah. But now it's learning how to stop, reflect on the relationship. Why am I not feeling happy about this? Why am I not feeling fulfilled? I feel great when I fantasize and romanticize about this connection, but when I'm actually with that person, I don't feel great at all. I feel absolutely drained or unloved, unseen, unheard. This is changing that way of relationshiping to how I feel does matter. How I feel matters. So you're growing the hell up when it comes to relationships and understanding that a relationship, no matter how much is in your head and how much you fantasize or romanticize it into being something amazing, you need to see it for what it truly is. That's your deception. You've done that to yourself. It's okay. I'm going to raise both of my hands here and my feet, okay? Because I've done that shit too. What do they say? You're in love with love. You're a natural romantic. Yep, I love love. I love to be loved, and I love to love people. But in that romantic fantasy, the connection was shit. I didn't get anything in return that I gave out. Many times. So it's being able to recognize that kind of behavior within yourself and saying, okay, I can still love this person and love myself. I can love someone and love myself and look at the reality of it. How are they treating me? How do I feel about how they're treating me? This is all about honoring your feelings. And that's why I brought up the course, because that's what it's about. Working through a relationship on an emotional level and looking at how you felt, how you behaved, how they behaved, how you felt because of that, how you got along and emoted together. Feelings are all the range of emotions: anger, aggression, stress, overwhelm, loneliness, depression, sadness, happiness, all of it. And it's being able to work yourself through that, because a lot of times we suppress that shit. That's what's the moon right here. We suppress it. We hide it down. What was under your moon? Resentment, anger, frustration, because you weren't getting what you wanted in return, more than likely. But once you realize that relationships that you've dealt with, you don't have to relationship like that anymore. Okay. So it's learning how to implement that and put it into place so that you could call in a new love. You have new love coming in. That unbreakable love is yourself. You now are understanding what true love, you love is. True love is not about being so lost, lonely, broken, and alone that you need someone else to complete you. Fuck all that shit. That's how most of y'all find me. I've been there too. But it's about empowering yourself and knowing that you do not need anyone else. When you are at this point where you're 9 cups twice, you will not let anyone come in and throw you off your throne. You would rather be happy and alone than dealing with the bullshit of the past, the deception, the lies, the deceit. Right? And you will no longer fantasize and romanticize relationships and hold them together. You will look at the reality of it and know that I deserve it in return. What I give out, I deserve in return. That's all. So you're a little protective here because you haven't had great boundaries in relationships. So you're coming across a little like, slow down. Okay, just take a deep breath. But you do have Chariot for Chariot here, and I want to look at this. So you're not coming across as very warm and nurturing right now. You're more like, I got questions. You're interrogating people in relationships. I love it. I got questions. Where were you on the night of the 25th? Who were you with? Oh, it was me? Okay, never mind. Okay, that's fine. Oops, my bad. So there is communication coming in here, but you're automatically protecting yourself because you're automatically assuming that anybody new that comes towards you or any communication that comes towards you is going to be manipulative in nature. It's because of where you came from. And it's okay. It'll pass. It'll pass. But you have to be the one to let down the burden. So you still are carrying a little bit of these burdens. Oh, what is the burden? Heart space and devil energy. So you have a fear of being hurt. That's pretty much what this is. You have a fear of going down that shit trail again. That's right. Saying it for what it is. So you are calling in new love when this communication, it could start within the next 8 days for some of you at the time of this reading, at the time you're watching this. For some of you by Gemini season or Virgo season. So it's up to you to put down this burden because your burden is the devil and the 3 swords. That's you. That's your burden. This is fear of being heartbroken and in a toxic relationship. So again, you're sweeping out and cleaning out all these negative, unhealthy relationships. And while you're doing that, you're still holding on to a little bit of pain in the heart space and some fear about, oh shit, is it them again? Is it one of them again? Is it one of these again? Is it a devil? Is it going to be an unhealthy connection? What does this person want from me? What do you want? Stand your ground. Draw on the line in the sand. Don't cross this line until I know more about you, ma'am or sir. I like it. But you know what? Because you haven't had strong boundaries in relationships, it's like you're trying to figure it out. How do I do this? How do I balance this? So you're coming across as a little cold, a little blunt. It's okay. A little brusque, a little abrasive. You'll balance it out in time. All right. You'll balance it out in time. But this kind of energy is, man, you've definitely carried the weight of the devil and the 3 swords for a long time. And it's a heavy emotional burden. It's physically exhausting as well. So some of y'all are really tired. Some of you need to rest for a couple weeks before you start dating anybody. You got to take time for yourself to balance and get yourself to a calm place. Especially if you're just going through breakups and you're just ending these relationships. Take some time for you. Go on a vacation. Do a staycation. Do a spa day. Do a whatever, okay? Take my free online retreat for 10 weeks. And then after you're done with that, say, hey, now I want to date. You know, at least give yourself 10 weeks between the time you break up with somebody and somebody else moving in, you know? Just give yourself some time. I think that's what's going to help you here, because you're just like, you're coming across as a battle cat already. Battle cats, unite! You know, mount up. I don't know what battle cats do. I don't know. So it's okay. It happens to the best of us. Any advice moving forward about this new love coming in? So, okay, so some of you may take a little time for this person to come in. Right now, you are working on your unbreakable love, okay? And which is soulful. I can't figure out what that word is. Fred's trying to tell me something. I can't figure out what that word is. It's not sensual. It's not sexual. It's not none of that. It's sensible, sensitive, sensible. It's being sensible about love. Oh, okay. I'm like, how does that make sense? I'm sensitive? No. It's being sensible about relationships, being sensible about love and relationships, not overgiving, not giving more of yourself in a relationship to please everybody else. It's being sensible about relationships. Thanks, Fred. And it's going to take time to incorporate this into how you relationship moving forward. So being sensible, balancing how you feel about someone and how they treat you and the reality of the connection. So being able to see the reality of the connection, being able to ask the right questions, vet them properly, and being sensible, not attaching yourself to someone and immediately thinking they're your end all be all for the rest of your life. Nah, fuck that shit. You got to be sensible. Okay? Because that's what you've gotten in trouble before. Could it be? Yeah, but you got to be sensible. You got to know what you're doing. All right? And a lot of times when we're lost and we're lonely and we're out here and we've been alone for a while and we're just like, anything that comes my way, I'm going to grab it up, snatch it up, and it's going to be mine for the rest of my life because it's my soulmate. No. When you're attracting somebody from loneliness, it's usually something you don't want. That's usually the devils that you call in. They end up breaking your heart because you're already lonely. You're already calling in something from a place of lack. You are getting yourself to a place of, I'm happy right where I'm at. I'm good on my own. I know how to love myself, and I'm not dealing with the demons anymore. I'm not dealing with the shady shit no more. But I have. Man, I got a little bit of that I'm still carrying with me. And as I take time to reflect and rest and be okay by myself, be happy being okay by myself, that's when that love will flow in. That's when the new love will flow in from a place of happy, because you're attracting that person from a place of balanced heart space. That's why they're a chariot ready to go. They're ready to love you. They're ready to love you. You understand? Do they know you? Probably not. But their heart space is wide open and strong, and it leads the way. It makes the choices for them in life. They are a strong individual. You are too. You just got shut down for a little while. And right now you're a little moody. It's okay. It's okay. So some of you, it may take longer. Okay, so there's time attached to this. All right, because you're in the process of balancing your heart space right now. All right. And making this decision on cleaning out, cutting out, letting go. You're in control here. And you are in the process of learning discernment and getting yourself to a place where you're ready for a new beginning. Okay, so your ass is getting lit by getting shit out of your life that don't belong. So you're in cleanup mode right now. Most of you, okay? You're in cleanup mode. So you're in charge here. You're just taking charge of cleaning out what's underneath that moon. You're like, it's time to turn on the floodlights and let's address everything so that we don't do this shit again. Okay? So it's going to take you a little time. That unbreakable love is your own. It is self-love. True love, you love. Okay? That, from a happy place of being confident and happy on your own. Confidence with the King of Wands here. Hell yeah. Not being angry. Not being mad. Confident. In control. Handling shit. I like it. And from a place of emotional sovereignty. Knowing how to please yourself. Knowing how to make yourself happy. Not needing anybody else around to be happy. I could go skipping and singing, and I was skipping in here. I skipped into the studio today, and I was like, what the hell is that? When was the last time I skipped? Who skips at 46 years old? I did, apparently. Okay, fine. You know, I'm doing it, universe, whatever, you know? That's what I do. I carry my coffee and I skip to the studio. That's my day. Okay. It makes me happy. And maybe you'll laugh a little bit, smile. Maybe you'll skip today too. And then you'll be like, damn, when was the last time I skipped? You're like, what is a skip? YouTube skipping. And learn how to do it. So them's the words, them's messages. That's what I got for you today. You never know what you're going to get from me. So you are calling in new love, but you have to clean up the debris first and get yourself to a calm place. Right now, you're a little round, so I need you to calm down. Focus on your healing. A lot of people are like, I don't know if I focus on my healing. Okay, just take some time out for yourself to reflect on the shit you've dealt with and allowed, and then come to terms with the reality of that shit and owning it and accepting the fact that you took part in it. Don't be blaming no damn body else. What did you take part in? Did you fantasize? Did you overgive? Because that stuff's got to go. And we have to reset our mindset to a different way of living, a different way of relationshiping moving forward. If you want it, a lot of us are out here fighting for love, looking for love. It's not a battle. It's not a battlefield. If you want it, you got to be at peace with what you want and be at peace with waiting until it happens. And when you finally get to that point where you're good, you're skipping throughout your house and playing in the yard and creating shit and doing stuff and going places and hanging out with your friends and family, that's when the new love flows in for you. Okay? That's when it happens. So first things first, that unbreakable you, that unbreakable love, that unbreakable you. True love, you love, baby. That's what it's about. Them's the words, them's messages. That's what I got for you today. Like, share, subscribe, join the tribe. Check out my awesome content and everything that I offer, all my services on my website. Check out my merch store, my fan merch. It's up and running. And hope to see y'all around real soon. I'm heading over to do Libras right now. So I will see y'all soon. Namaste.